This is really sad. This is the exact reason why foreigners are so scared of coming to Nigeria. This is the reason why some foreigners who have come to Nigeria have refused to come back to Nigeria. This is the reason why most of my Ghanaian friends who base abroad always ask me, is it safe in Nigeria?
There's a saying that goes, study to show thyself approved, or action speaks louder than words. This is the situation of today's episode, or these videos we are about to take a look at. So this is me, your one and only Chivik, and I'm just sitting out in my seat out, taking fresh air and scrolling through the internet until I stumbled on this current trending conconsa hot news, hot gist that is up with Ghana based on what the president has currently done. Guys, when I hear Nigerians most times say we are the giant, I laugh in Spanish because I'm like, giant for what exactly? And when it's time to show working, you are nowhere to be found. You're missing in action. So today, Nigerians as well as Ghanaians have come out publicly to wail into this trending action of the president of Ghana to Sudan, to the Caribbean, and one other country, right? Based on the donation he did. Every details will be put out here. And Nigerians are asking, where is the giant? The self-styled, the self-acclaimed giant. It's time to show work, no be cho. And Nigeria is nowhere to be found. So we're going to call Nigeria out and laugh out loud. At the same time, appreciate the government, the president, and the good people of the Republic of the motherland, Ghana. So guys, I'll need you to watch these videos, these reactions, patiently to the end. Wait to see or hear my take based on what is up, right? And at the end of the day, I will come to sum it up. Let's take a look at these videos and I will be right back. But please don't forget to like, share, and stay subscribed, and I will be right back.
Please, you people should help me tag Dr. Z. Dr. Z, my father is Ghanaian, hence the last name. Okay? Now, let me give you guys a backstory. My grandmother took my father to Nigeria. All right?
Okay.
My grandfather followed his wife, and then my grandfather passed in Nigeria. Never took my dad back to Ghana. So I beg, how am I going to collect my Ghanaian passports? Because I need my Ghanaian passport at this point. I go to collect my Ghanaian passport. Because my roots, my grandfather is from there. Even though I don't know road, which house, I will like, how can I collect my Ghanaian passports? Please. Because I would rather my kids have Ghanaian passports than Nigerian passport. I beg. I go to collect my Ghanaian passport. Make una let me know.
To Jamaica, to Cuba, and also Sudan. There is some war that is happening in Sudan, and also when it comes to Jamaica and Cuba, the hurricane that happened just last week or last 2 weeks, we all know how it affected the people in Jamaica and also Cuba. So the president has just sent relief items to them and to at least help them a bit in their current situation. I don't want to talk plenty. Let's go into the videos, watch, come back and talk.
Government of Ghana has announced humanitarian aid worth 10 million cedis to 3 nations, Jamaica, Cuba, and Sudan, as part of the country's commitment to global solidarity and compassion. Countries, 50% for Jamaica, 30% for Cuba, and 20% to the International Red Cross for displaced persons in Sudan, where ongoing conflict has caused severe suffering. The president reflects the nation's enduring values of empathy and shared responsibility.
The Caribbeans and what we call the West Indies, hurricanes and such events have become like the game of Russian roulette. And one such was Hurricane Melissa, which
Thank you very much.
made landfall on 28th October as a Category 5 storm, which is the highest category of a hurricane you can have. And you can imagine the kind of devastation that it wreaked on Jamaica, and from Jamaica continued on to Cuba. Hundreds of people have lost their lives, and it's still counting. There are other people who are missing, who have not been accounted for. But the devastation in property will run into billions of dollars. And as Honorable Foreign Minister said, Ghana has a tradition of solidarity and compassion. And so in addition to what he referred to with Guinea and Congo, we also extended assistance to Japan by shipping cocoa products to Japan when they had the tsunami at that time. And so there's another gesture. 3 countries are going to benefit: Jamaica, which is the hardest hit, and then Cuba, but also our colleagues in Sudan. Sudan is virtually becoming the forgotten war. Because of Ukraine and Gaza, it looks like the world's attention has shifted there. And so some of the atrocities, the genocide, and the humanitarian suffering that is taking place in Sudan is not something that belongs to the 21st century. And so we all witnessed recently Al-Fashir, when the RSF went in there. A lot of people were killed, a lot of people were displaced, and those people are in camps that are being run by the Red Cross. And so even though Ghana's contribution would not resolve the humanitarian suffering that is going on, we believe that if every country contributes its quota, we can help to alleviate, what is happening in these places.
President Mahama announced that items being donated include 2,400 bags of Ghana-produced rice, 540 bags of sugar, 377 boxes of assorted medication, 1,500 mattresses, 500 pillows, 100 cartons of fortified curry mix, 50,000 t-shirts, containers of assorted cocoa and chocolate products, 20 water storage tanks, 20 hand wash stations, 10 emergency portable toilets, and assorted clothing.
And so we have a quantity of things. I'll just indicate what they are. We have 2,400 bags of produced in Ghana rice. And 540 bags of sugar. Commander Sugar Factory is not working, so we couldn't get made in Ghana sugar, but 540 bags of sugar, 377 boxes of assorted medication, 1,500 mattresses, 500 pillows, 100 cartons of Gary mix. I don't know how many of you know Gary mix. Yeah. It's this fortified Gary with milk and sugar. 50,000 pieces of T-shirts, 20-footer container, 3 20-footer containers of assorted chocolate and cocoa products, and 20 pieces of 500-liter water storage tanks, 20 pieces of hand wash stations, 10 pieces of emergency portable toilets, and assorted clothing. These humanitarian items are worth about 10 million Ghana cedis, and are going to be distributed in the following ratio. 50% of the products are going to Jamaica, 30% are going to Cuba, and 20% will be handed over to the International Red Cross for their camps in Sudan.
Jamaican High Commissioner to Ghana, His Excellency Lincoln George Doana, on behalf of the other two countries, Cuba and Sudan, expressed profound gratitude to the government of Ghana.
On behalf of all our countries who are benefiting from this tremendous initiative and spirit of generosity from the Ghanaian government and people, I extend warm gratitude. This Hurricane Melissa, which affected all of us, was really tremendous. And for us in Jamaica, it devastated half of our 14 parishes. And I'm pleased to note that we have begun the relief efforts and the rebuilding efforts. And we have a support platform called Support Jamaica, supportjamaica.gov.jm, which is the only official platform for government. And that platform even has ability for persons to volunteer their services. I also just wish to, again, on behalf of my colleague ambassadors and the government and people of Jamaica, of Cuba, and Sudan, just thank you once again, Mr. President, and the businesses, the Ghanaian businesses and people of Ghana for this wonderful contribution. Thank you.
The Ghana that we say Ghana is a small country. Is it not small Ghana here? Is it not Ghana backyard here? Ghana is not performing wonders. Ghana is essentially Johndramanimahama. Good president on all standards. Good president. Now, other country president, now they beg to go see the man. Why we, our president, Tinibu, they beg to go see president? Why presidents, they beg to go see Mahama? They just donate to 3 different countries. Ghana, small Ghana, according to now, small Ghana, they donate to 3 countries. Why we, even donate to our own orphanage home, no problem. Ghana, they donate to 3 countries. They dash 3 countries since. I'm going to tell you, right, 3 countries. Ghana, they dash. Ghana, they dash. Why we were there? They unalive us. They unalive us. What are we known for? An unaliving, hookup, witchcraft, Yahoo. Every bad thing is to our name, Nigeria. But see Ghana. Ghana, what would they fight for? Jollof. Oh, they don't get jollof. Oh, small Ghana. This is what they do. One rich man can buy Ghana. See what they do. I hide myself in shame. My eye, I close them. Send money from US, Canada.
Ghana has put the African Union to shame. He has done something marvelous and many are praising him for that. He has donated cocoa products, bags of rice, water tanks and other essential items to Sudan. As you all know, there is an ongoing persecution of civilians in Sudan and many countries are quiet. It is not enough that the African Union keeps writing, communicate and throwing out statements. Statements are just not enough. We need action because people are in dire need of essential items, but you're not doing anything to help them in that way. Yes, mediation is important, but people must stay alive. And how do they stay alive? They have run away from their homes. They need help. They need essential items. And we expect the African Union to do this, but no, they haven't done that so far. The president of Ghana has donated these items to Sudan. And I am very proud and happy. And today I will say a prayer for this man. This is not the first time he has donated items to a war-stricken country. Few months ago, he donated some items to Gaza. Few months ago, he donated some items to Gaza. That's one thing I appreciate about the country Ghana. Ghana supports people when people are in need. That's one thing you cannot take away from Ghana. But let's focus on our continent, the African Union. My sister Koshi, she is the founder of the AfriTube movement. She made a video yesterday asking the same question. Where is the African Union? What are they doing about Sudan? And why are they quiet about what is going on in Tanzania? Why are they quiet? The president of Ghana has led the way, and we expect other presidents on the continent to also do same. Let's support each other. Let's support our own. Ghana donating to Sudan, Cuba, and Jamaica does not mean Ghana is self-sufficient. Of course, Ghana has got its own problems, but Ghana is in a position to support Sudan. Ghana is in a position to support Jamaica, because when the disaster happens, people are in dire need, and therefore you need to send support. Let's see if other African countries will do same. Let's see if other presidents will do same. Let's stop waiting for other people to come save us. It won't break your budget to support Sudan. It won't break your budget to support civilians who are running away from war. But again, African Union, what are you doing about Sudan? We want to see donations go to Sudan. We want to see donations go to Sudan. Stop sitting in your boardrooms and writing communiques. We are tired of the communiques. We want to see action. Big ups to the president of Ghana. May the ancestors bless you wherever you are. May they keep you alive, and may they make your rule impactful.
First of all, Charlie, Ghana, now we are rich. We are so rich that now we are giving out things. So months after President Mahama sent aid to Gaza, he has now repeated the same offer. So he has sent aid worth 10 million Ghana cedis to Jamaica, Cuba, and Sudan. So, you know, a hurricane or a flood hits Jamaica and Cuba, unaliving a host of people. And he has sent relief items, food, medication, you know, mattress and everything to Cuba and Jamaica. And now he has sent some to Sudan. We all know what is going on in Sudan. Charlie, what 10 million Ghana cedis, bro, we are rich. No, every day we will receive. Now we are sending it out. We have so much that, well, we are giving Jamaica, we are giving Cuba, we are giving Sudan, we are giving Gaza. My Ghana be this. Anyway, so this is a good gesture. It is not every time that Africa will be receiving. I think it's time now that we should also be giving out, you know, show solidarity. So Sudan in particular, I'm happy that he has sent medication and things to the affected victims. My prayer is that it should reach the people that must actually get it. So kudos to the Ghana government. You do good, we will praise you, but still the insecurity issue, it persists.
Sisi idea, oh my Ghana, ye hoto ye pa. Sisi adi ye nyama na ye den ebu yeswa. Yesu eti mi di biye echa manfo. Na Ghana mampani His Excellency Johndramanimahama. Ejino my Ghana nyina nam. Aye donation ane bo ne sombo 10 million Ghana cedis. Awo de kwa sika ni ma 100 billion. Edi ama countries nyensa. Jamaica, Cuba, and afeso ye Sudan. Number kaya 28 of October ye 2025. Ene subrani bito ye Jamaica ne monten so a. Just nam so ama amanfo bebrae den ewu bi kwa nya ba bi na ene o manya aduane de edi. Oko Cuba so the same thing. And afeso Sudan so de and tokwabrane ye koso ho no na enye easier two political leaders mienu ene o mo de abomu ho no ma chesa no ne pa. Now share donation no mo ye no mo chese say no be de o be che no. Jamaica be de be 50%. Now afeso Cuba after 30%. Na Sudan after 20%. Now share items no mo de koye na e gari mix e de e ka ho. Afeso emu ena bibi say t-shirt and I feel so a year no, and then your money will bring a cat and one, the bonus sombo, 10 million Ghana cities at 600 billion at Sanordna. He said, oh my Ghana, a buya swami yesterday the beach. Now here Jamaica and I feel so Cuba, only a black star, for Africa, I see them. Now during slave trade near some of free, I see, Edo Moko Pima, or South America, Caribbean, or my Omaka Horum. I didn't say, before, I didn't say donation radio. It is in the right direction. Now, if Sudan, so Africa has seen and also Yankasanga, Yedim has seen Momosomo, Omokontokwa, Ghana Mampany, His Excellency Johndramanimahama, I know my Ghana, I donation and everyone somebody Sikano, 800 billion, my 3 countries are not now any easy. So, those to President Mahama.
So, Johndramanimahama, on behalf of the people of Ghana, has donated over 2,000 bags of Adidome rice, along with cocoa products, mattresses, polytanks, and other essential supplies to support victims of the war in Sudan and those affected by Hurricane Melissa in Jamaica and Cuba. The donation is seen as a strong humanitarian gesture that extends Ghana's compassion beyond Africa, reaching out to victims of both man-made and natural disasters. This highlights Ghana's growing role in international solidarity and crisis response, with Mahama emphasizing unity and empathy during global hardship. For Sudan, the support comes at a time when millions are struggling to survive amid a devastating civil conflict. In the Caribbean, the aid to Jamaica and Cuba is aimed at helping rebuild homes and communities destroyed by the Hurricane Melissa. Ghana's move has drawn praise from across the continent for showing leadership and compassion on a global scale. I think a lot of African countries should actually follow suit to help those who are in need. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, share, follow, and come back for more news.
This is really sad. This is the exact reason why foreigners are so scared of coming to Nigeria. This is the reason why some foreigners who have come to Nigeria have refused to come back to Nigeria. This is the reason why most of my Ghanaian friends who base abroad always ask me, is it safe in Nigeria? This couple are complaining that this is the second time the husband is being arrested illegally by people dressed in police uniform. Now, I don't know if they are real police officers or they are people dressed as police officers, but it's getting too much. And most at times, these things happen with actual police officers. We have seen viral videos on the internet. And thank God, recently, once they catch any police officer doing something bad, they make them face the punishment or discharge them or whatever it is. But I feel the insecurity in the country is becoming alarming. I need you guys to watch this video and drop your thoughts in the comment section.
Hello guys, how you all doing? Man, it's really very bad, like what we want to talk about. Like Nigerian police, that's what we want to talk about. If you look at our faces, we're very sad. Look at my wife's eyes, she cried a lot. That was 2 days ago. I was coming back from work, it was around 8 o'clock, and he stopped us because I decided to use the public transport, and he picked me. Look on the phone, saw my profile picture, and asked who's this. I said my wife. I said, is she American? I said yes. And they decided to handcuff me. My hand feels dead up to this time, like there's no life here. They handcuffed me, put me in the what's it called, the vehicle, and took me to a known location, telling me to transfer 1 million naira to them. And I was like, for what? And he slapped me, beat me up, telling me to call whoever I want to call, telling me to unlock my phone. I said, you don't have any right to unlock my phone. I don't have to give you my phone. What's my crime? And they kept on beating me up, handcuffed me behind my back. I was hurting badly. They dealt with me so much, like I was begging. I had no choice but I unlocked my phone. And they looked into my private chat with everybody and all of that, went to my bank app and all that. And the little money I have, they saw, to God be the glory, they saw that there was not much money on my OP. And the other one, I couldn't even access it. That was the problem. I couldn't access the money from, they just saw email and saw that like there's money. And they wanted me to make sure I give them 1 million naira or they're going to kill me. They took me as if they're taking me to Lagos, past the town, just going towards the lonely part of that area. Very quiet place. From 8 a.m. 8 p.m. till 1 a.m. For 5 hours they were with me, dealing with me, making sure I give them money for no crime committed, just because they saw my profile and realized that I'm married to an American woman, felt I have the whole money to give to them. And they stopped somewhere, they saw a guy with a girl around maybe 12, And they asked the guy, where are you going to? He said, they're going to a hotel and all that. And they said, oh, so you have money to take a girl? What unnecessary questioning? Profiling individuals just like that.
These are supposed to be the police.
This is the police. 5 guys. 5 policemen with rifle with police uniform. No badge, no name. I don't know. These are criminals. They are not police. They stopped, they are parked somewhere at the town, Saple Road, Benin City, close to Adeswa Junction. That was where they picked me and took me towards Yari Motors, towards going to Lagos, towards Olukusa. They took me towards there. Very quiet, around 12. Nobody on the street. Making sure they got money from me. They got a guy with driving a GLE motor, and I think the guy transferred 500,000 to them and left. Just like that. They realized they could not get any tangible money from me. They took my phone, they took my power bank, they took my charger, they took my headphone, they took all my belongings. The cash with me, they took that cash. My wife was crying at home, worried, no way to get to me. She reached my phone, they couldn't allow me to pick a call. They just wanted me to give them money. This is really, really bad in the police force. I want this video, you people should share these videos so that people will realize what the police are doing right now in Benin City and those states. These are set of guys that claim to be from the States, and they're called Special Squad and all that. Special Squad for what? What kind of Special Squad are you? You're doing nothing, just going about taking money from people. You feel you have the money. And I was busy asking, what is my crime? You look through my phone, what did you see? When they realized they could not get any tangible money from me, they dealt with me and dumped me somewhere like around 1 a.m. I had to sleep outside. And the morning, I had to find a way to do welcome back, get another phone, and make sure they don't get to use my number and all that. They had a lot of phone. The guy's phone, they took a guy's phone, iPhone 14 Pro Max. They took his phone. The guy ran off. So this is really bad in the police force. My wife is really enjoying Nigeria now. She's having second thought of leaving this country.
Yeah.
Because she's really scared. Like,
well, at least for us to start to go to America, because I don't want. That's crazy. This is the second time, actually, that they've done something like this.
This is the second time they've done this to me.
Yeah.
For no crime committed. Now, somebody cannot... It was 8 o'clock. It was not late at night. They held me till 1 a.m. They held me till 1 a.m. There's no name on their... they had no badge number, or what's it called in Nigeria?
Like name tag or something?
No name tag and all that. But they had their uniform police with rifles and all that.
They're basically just kidnappers.
They just kidnapped us. I don't know. They took a lot... They took a lot of money. They got a lot of money from them. Many guys, they stopped me somewhere, had me handcuffed at the back of the seat, stopped and any vehicle they see, they make sure they get money from them. Just out there to loot people. Police are meant to protect lives and properties, but this time they're stealing from us. They stole from me. Mm-hmm. They stole my phone. This police stole my phone. They stole everything from me that night and took me somewhere to die. They said they're going to kill me. It was God. They wanted to just shoot me.
Yeah.
And I was pleading.
And I was pleading. Praying. That whole night, I was just praying.
This is really bad. Guys, you guys should share this video so it will get to the relevant authorities and let people know this is what the police are out doing right now. This is happening in Benin City and those states. It's happening. I don't know. I'm sure it's happening in virtually all of the parts, all of Nigeria. It's just that a lot of people are not going to express themselves like we're doing right now. They've killed a lot of people, possibly. What about if they had the opportunity of saying maybe a lot of money would mean like 50 million? Don't you think they'll just kill me and have a way to take the money?
They probably would have.
They probably would have. But God saved my life.
Amen.
My wife was at home praying, and I believe God heard her prayers, and they just realized that they should just dump this guy somewhere. And they dumped me somewhere to die. I was on the floor crying. I couldn't move because they dealt with me.
All right, guys. All right. Welcome and thank you once again. But most importantly, I want to say an amen to that prayer that was purposely prayed on behalf of the country Ghana. And I also want to say a massive thank you to Ghana, to the President, His Excellency Mampeni Johndramanimahama, the point one of the Republic of Ghana. You do all, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. You see, regardless of the insecurity that Ghanaians are wailing in tears and crying about, regardless of that, the president is working. Like, I don't know how I can express my heartfelt, sincere, honest opinion about the president of Ghana without being dragged, because I know how angry most Ghanaians are. But I'm happy that this my brother has come out to appreciate, as well as other Ghanaians. You see, that's one thing with Ghanaians. When they are fighting for something and you're doing something that pleases them, They don't just pretend as if they didn't see it. They will come out and give the opinion why they expect that their own request is being granted, right? Of course, I've always said it that if not for the wahala of Nigerians in Ghana, why should we be having this conversation? Because Ghana can deal with their problem and handle their problems. But let's not digress. That aside, I seriously want to appreciate the president, like sincerely appreciating the president. This is the kind of action, humanitarian, charitable actions we need from, leaders in the African Union, in the African countries, in the continent of Africa. To all these countries that are going through hard times, tough times, challenges and difficulties, because, you don't know whose turn it might be. Today is their turn, and the president of Ghana and the country has recorded, on the list as country that has, performed. That's why I tell you, it's not by we are the giant of Africa. One person can buy Ghana, one Dangote can buy Ghana, the Ghana of yesterday. No, it's not even funny. But look at it. Where is the self-styled acclaimed giant? Giant in population, noise-making, disrespect, criminality, and the rest of it. Yes, that's true. Like the video you watched from my brother Kofi, what does it tell you? Exactly that you cannot compare or liken Ghana to Nigeria, because according to 7up, as I will always say, the difference is clear, and that's nothing but the truth, right? So guys, I sincerely needed to come here and willing give my opinion, because if I don't, I can't see this kind of good news and I will keep quiet about it. Why? Trust me on here. Exactly. And that is it, guys. I really want other African countries to emulate this, as the president of Ghana has done. But before we go, come closer. Let me say it in your ears. Well, Ghana, when I get money, when I get money, you guys have money. You guys are rich. Like 10 million Ghana CD. Na beans. This is no joke. This is no joke. See, the Nigeria that claims they have money, and see, it's not as if they went to borrow, like money that is in the account of the country. They just put hand, collected it, sharp, and did this thing without noise, without Ghana get money. Of course, what was I expecting? A whole Gold Coast, the richest in gold, currently trending as #1 in Africa, rich for gold. Like seriously? Anyways, if you've not seen that video of Ghana trending as #1 in Africa, richest in gold, #6 in the world amongst 190 something countries, richest in gold, like reserve. Like, I don't think in my 10th generation the gold Ghana have will be done and dusted if Jesus tarries. Ghanaians, I'm super duper in love with what I see from you guys. That's why I'm always on the case of Nigerians trying to stain and rub you guys in the mud. Trust me, you're an online police against Nigerian criminals. #1 bus stop fighting criminality. This is where it is, where we say the bitter and the rough route without sentiment, emotions, or bias. Yes, guys, so this is me. This is I in my evening sit out taking natural air, fresh air, since NEPA is not NEPAing and electricity is not giving us joy. The Nigeria we find ourselves last. I said, let me come out here and talk to you guys as I react to this video. So tell me, what do you think? Let's talk in the comments. If you like this video, please give it a huge and a massive thumbs up. Share this video for more people to see as they subscribe. If you like it on here, I'm gonna see you in my next one. Ciao.